friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is so exciting. I have wanted to have a YouTube channel for literally the longest time. I actually think I've tried to start YouTube. I want to say I must have been as early as like 13, 14 when YouTube started coming around. I'm now 29 for context, and I wanted to be an influencer for the longest time, but I didn't know how to go about it, and I got like stage fright, and then I was worried through my teenage years of like what people would think of me. But here we are. I am a full-time content creator, and YouTube seems to be like the next step. I feel like everyone starts YouTube. I don't know. I've wanted to do YouTube, so here we are. This is what we're doing. This is gonna be maybe an intro vlog, maybe just like taking you around day to day, showing you the bits that I don't get to show on TikTok and Instagram. Focus my TikTok and Instagram on fashion, beauty, and my day, like sometimes vlogs and stuff, shopping. But I want to get a little bit more personal over here. If the quality of this is shockingly bad, it's because you're on my front camera on my phone. We're not a fully fledged YouTuber yet, and I feel like I'm looking at myself, but I like need to look over here, and I need to like adjust to that because that could be an issue. I will get a vlogging camera after Christmas. Your girl's poor and we need to wait for some sales. Today's agenda, it's 10:22 currently. I need to go and pick the kids up from nursery at 11 because Mason has a hospital appointment. I don't know if I've actually ever shared this, but Mason is, we think is gluten and milk intolerant, or we know he can't have gluten and milk. They just really upsets his tummy. And we have been trying to get him seen by a doctor for the longest time. But because he was younger than 2, they didn't want to do any testing. Now he's over 2, they have agreed to do testing, and I believe they're going to be testing for celiac, but we have the first appointment today. I have no idea what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to do a blood test today. I really have no idea. Kind of dreading that, to be honest. So we've got that to do, and then we've got a few little odd jobs. My TV's broken. I need to go and sort that out and get a new TV. What about the dishwasher, please? That's enough for doggies. I don't know what it is, but when I clean and tidy, I swear I blink and the house is a mess again. And I just want to know like how people are enjoying being adults, because I feel like I have spent my entire adult life cleaning up after myself and other people, and like, I'm just not finding any enjoyment in that. So like, when does adulting become fun? Because it's not right now. Don't want the Christmas tree decorations. I let the kids do it this year, evidently. I'm going to pick the kids up from school now, but they're going to be starving, so I need to get them some snacks. I feel like nobody on Instagram or TikTok really knows how much traveling is like a huge part of my life. Up until I had kids, like traveling was literally my sole existence. I literally went to work so that I could afford flights to go on holidays. Like, that's literally my motto. Like, I can't have about 10 minutes before I need to go in and get the kids from the nursery, so let's have a little bit of lunch. If you don't know about the Tesco meal deal, specifically the club sandwich, I can't get used to this looking over here thing. The club sandwich, a packet of your favourite crisps. I like anything that's like the paprika ones or these. Put them in the crisp. Sensational. I would have this every day for the rest of my life if I could, although they are really unhealthy. Travel still is a big part of my life. Before I had kids specifically, like I've travelled so much of the world, not in a braggy way, but like I was so like fortunate as a child. My parents really instilled it in us, like that it's so important to get out and see other cultures and whatever, and they really like blessed us with that in like our early years, and I've carried that through to being an adult. So from the new year, obviously I've got little kids, like Willow is 4 and Mason is 2.5. So traveling with a child is just stress, but I don't want to not do it just because we've got kids, and I feel like it's so important. So from the new year, we are actually going to be traveling a lot more with them, long haul. We've done lots and lots of small trips or like short trips to Spain, Cyprus, Ireland, those kind of places, but in the new year we are going to be doing a long haul flight with them at some point in the next year. Whether that, I really want to take them to India. I love India. India is my favorite country in the world, but I'm gonna start having more travel content, which is super exciting. Well, that is just so good. Oh. It's just delicious. It was absolutely roasting in that hospital, hence why I've stripped down to my bare bones. But basically, with Mason's gluten stuff, we think that it's, well, I'm worried about it being that he's got celiac, and we really don't want him obviously to have celiac, and he's also a very thirsty child. He like canes his drinks. So I was worried about it being diabetes. Diabetes is quite common if you have celiac, I believe. They did his blood sugars there and then, and they've all come back fine. So diabetes doesn't look like that's out of the question, thankfully. But we just have to, because he's obviously a little baby, well, he's 2, he has to be booked into the clinic to have his blood test, obviously, because that situation in itself is going to be a challenge. So we have to keep him on the gluten diet until he has the blood test, which could be in a few weeks, could be, we just don't know. And then they'll let us know after those blood tests come back, and they're going to check him for all kinds of other things as well. So hopefully we get some answers on what's going on with his stomach soon. We'll see. Right, I'm back home now. I've got Ollie sitting here. Say hi, Ollie. She hates it when I go out and leave her. Willow's watching her iPad and Mason is asleep. I've just made myself a coffee to relax and get some editing done. I'm gonna actually wrap up this vlog here. Honestly, in my next vlog, it's my goal to look here instead of over here. Yes, darling.
I want some milk.
Oh, how do you ask nicely?
Please.
No, how do you say it all together nicely?
Please.
The full sentence.
Please, can I have some milk?
Yes, of course you can, darling. Just give me 2 seconds. You cheeky.
I want to say hi. Hi.
Well, hell is about to break loose in here. So we're going to wrap things up there, and I will... This is basically like my little practice test vlog. So let me know how I've done, whether I'm just really bad at vlogging, really bad at being a YouTuber. And I'll see you next time.